If you've just arrived here or if you've recently returned, welcome back to the fam. We've got some pretty incredible things underway, so let's get you up to speed before you jump in and immerse yourself in the community. So first up, what's the fam? What is it all about? What are you guys up to? Well, the fam is a new kind of media and entertainment organization. And there are a few things that make us unique and special that I'm going to share with you today. The first thing is that we're Indigenous. Now, of course, the fam is open to everyone, but we're also very proud to have Indigenous founders, and a high percentage of our community are also Indigenous. And that first and foremost, we are committed to telling Indigenous stories in new and innovative ways. Our goal is massive. Our goal is to build the Marvel Entertainment or the DreamWorks Entertainment of the Indigenous world. And to achieve that, we've created our own character universe that will develop over the next 10 years with the intent of creating our own media franchise that we call the Famverse. The second thing is that we're really into Web3. We think it's pretty cool, and so we use Web3 in some pretty innovative ways, and we incorporate that into the way that we build and operate the entire fam. One example is the way that we run our community, which is based off a model called a DAO. Now, it has a really long name that I'm not going to get into right now, but a DAO, in a nutshell, allows everybody in the community to contribute and to have a say in the way that the entire Famverse is run, and also have the opportunity to be rewarded for their contributions in the form of digital currency, our own token called the Fam Token. Now, every part of what we do in the fam is created and operated through the DAO. So whether it's designing new characters for a digital collectible collection, whether it's creating a musical soundtrack, whether it's creating a new mobile app, whether it's getting into the community and supporting our members, whether it's holding an event, it could be any of those things, and it could be anything else. The whole thing is run by our community inside of our DAO. Now, perhaps the coolest thing of all is that the members of the DAO actually own the entire Famverse. That's like, wow. Let that settle in for a second. That's huge. The people that are the members of the DAO own the Famverse. That's super cool. The other cool thing that we do with Web3 is that we use it to create and collect and share content and experiences throughout the Famverse and throughout the broader social media and digital sphere. For example, one of the first things we're creating when we get up and running with Famverse production is an animated short series for TikTok and for YouTube. And it's all about our 7 core characters in the Famverse. And to do that, we're utilizing some really cutting edge 3D animation, AI-powered technology that takes processes that used to take like literally hundreds of hours to do, and it does the same thing in a matter of minutes. So now we can create fully animated 3D content on a near daily basis, which is absolutely huge. And that's all about Web3. The other cool thing that we're able to do with Web3 is based around our digital collectibles. With every character and every character universe that we create to tell our stories, we also release digital collectibles of our characters and the worlds that they live in. We want all of our collectibles to be alive. So as our character universe grows, one of our goals is to create virtual worlds and gaming experiences where you'll be able to actually be and actually play your collectible characters in the worlds and the games that we create. And you'll also be able to take those characters into other universes created by other people who operate the same kind of Web3 technologies that we do and play your characters in their worlds as well. Now, there are literally hundreds of other examples of the way we'll use Web3. I'll let you discover those yourself as you navigate the community. But probably the most important thing from a fan perspective is that all this tech and all this tech jargon, it just becomes invisible to you, to our community members. And it sits underneath a user experience that is as simple and familiar to you as buying a pair of shoes online or checking your online banking. If we achieve that level of user experience, then we'll be really winning and we'll play a big part of bringing the next 1 billion people into Web3. So that's who we are, that's the big plan, but what are we up to right now? Like, what's the plan going forward? So, if you're watching this video, you're joining the fam at the perfect time because we have just launched our Fam Pass pre-sale. What the hell is the Fam Pass, you might say? Well, the Fam Pass is the membership pass of the entire Famverse. Fam Passes provide membership in the Fam DAO, which I've been talking about, which basically runs everything, and represents your ownership stake in the Famverse as well. Now, there will only ever be 999 membership passes. So you can imagine how high the demand is going to be for these passes once the Famverse is up and going. As long as you hold your pass, you'll be eligible to receive all of the benefits which go along with that pass. And we'll be introducing those benefits at specific milestones in our growth and development. Some of those benefits include a free airdrop of FAM tokens, so that's the digital currency of the Famverse. And that airdrop will be based on the rarity of your Fam Pass. Fam Passes come in 3 levels of rarity, so the more rare your pass, the more tokens you'll get airdropped. You'll also be able to earn FAM tokens for contributions that you make to projects inside of the DAO. You'll receive FAM dividends as the Famverse grows and becomes more successful. You'll get guaranteed allow list, the ability to be able to purchase every single Famverse digital collectible that gets released, and you'll get those opportunities at exclusive prices. You'll get a free airdrop of Famverse digital collectibles. It's always cool to get free stuff. And then the opportunity to attend some exclusive experiences, mad events like our man T the Jeweler attended VCon up in Indianapolis. We have the Gary Vee event coming up in Brisbane. We want to be in places like South by Southwest. We want to go to the big licensing conference, MIPCOM, in the south of France, in Cannes. We want to go to Coachella. We want the fam to be at all the biggest and dopest events at the world. Because at the end of the day, man, the fam is all about sharing incredible experiences. The other thing that's a really cool benefit of the Fam Pass is you're going to get free access to the Fam Academy. We'll have some really cool educational programs in there. They'll span topics like entrepreneurship, technical subjects inside of Web3, and even creative tools for those of you that are more creatively inclined. The other cool thing about the pass is if you purchase one before the end of July, you'll also go into the draw to win one of those trips I was just talking about to go and see Gary Vee in Brisbane. And we've already got a couple of winners that are going on that trip. So make sure you get your pass before the 31st of July if you want the opportunity to win one of those trips to go and see Gary Vee. Now, once the pass launches, what's going to happen? What's the plan? Well, after the pass launch, we get into the business of building the Famverse. Now, straight off the back of the pass launch, we officially launch our DAO. Then immediately after, we get into the launch of our animated short series for TikTok and for YouTube, which all leads into our big goal of launching our first ever Famverse digital collectibles collection based on the 7 core characters in our character universe. This is going to be the OG first edition collection. It's a must cop. Now from there, we're producing our own long format animated shows, looking to secure some international co-production and streaming partnerships and really grow our IP and our presence on the global stage. All of which comes from our community. It's created, it's driven, it's executed as part of the fam. So as I said at the beginning of this video, if you're joining the fam right now, it's the perfect time. If you have any questions, if you have any feedback, you want more information, just jump into the Discord community, and there are so many people in there that'll be willing and able to help. I look forward to seeing you all in the Famverse.